So the live stream should now be working. We should soon find out. I was actually meant to do the stream last night, but something happened, so I couldn't come along. So I'm sorry about that for anyone that turned up. It's around 5:45 a.m. and yeah, I'm trying something new with this live stream. This is the second one that I've done, and hopefully you should all be able to see the chat window to the side of the webcam output source, because yeah, some people requested that, and I'm hoping that people can hear me quite clearly. If you cannot, let me know. I don't know if you can or not, because I can't hear the audio myself. And yeah, if anyone has any questions at any point, just leave them down below and I'll reply to you as soon as possible. Hi there, Ryan. Nice to see you here. And yeah, I hope you all are going to enjoy this live stream. And this time as well, I'm using some really nice lighting, so it looks a lot better as well. I'm currently in the process of moving between different places at the moment. I was moved somewhere else yesterday and the day before. Living right next to the beach at the moment, which is really, really nice. Staying at a place called Sithanu Bungalows. The steroids. So, Cam God. Right, so I read all of the comments and feedback from my latest video of me saying that I'm going to start taking testosterone next month for literally video content. As I stated in that, some people are saying it's because I wanted to get bigger myself. No, there's been a couple of times I've mentioned this to friends where I look at myself and I'm pumped and I think to myself, I'm a little bit big as it already is. If I wanted to get as big as possible, I wouldn't be taking testosterone and low doses of it because it's not that great for increasing muscle mass and size. I'd be taking something like Deca and Tren, which make you blow up like a balloon. So yeah, I just literally wanted to do it, show people what you can achieve naturally and not, and just yeah, show a lot of people that the physiques people are getting in these transformation videos, so to speak, on YouTube, a lot of them that get millions of views, where they say it's natural is a complete lie. But I am going to be making a response video to all of the comments on that specific video. And upon awakening and checking them this morning, what I can say is my intuition has been telling me, don't do it. It's not a good idea. And I'm all about health, and taking something that is not good for your health at all. And I also thought about it, if my last long-term partner was here and I told her I was going to take it, she would say, no, do not do it. So yeah, due to that reason, I'm not going to do it. So yeah, I can thank my YouTube followers for that. I'm listening to the majority of them, and yeah, they're confirming what I already knew within me. It's not a good idea to do it, so I'm not going to, due to that reason. So thank you so much, people, for saying that to me. Do I still train about 3 hours a week? Nope, I train around 4 hours a week now. My training is a lot more intense than it used to be. Yeah. Yeah, I did a leg day yesterday. A lot of people don't like leg day, but I love leg day. Hopefully this streams work quite well. It says the stream health is not so great right now. Current resolution is, well, saying that the resolution is not good. Anyway, we've got a lot of people here. So, Master of the Universe. Hi Danny, my name is Barbara. I'm Italian, a member of your Turbo Time group on Facebook. I'd like to know if it's still possible to book one-on-one Skype sessions with you, please, and if so, how? Thank you so much for sharing your research. So what I would do is I will put my email address here, and you can contact me via that email address, and you can set up a one-on-one session with me, and I would love to work with you and help guide you through that process to get it working in a safe and effective way for you. What is the best form of chromium to take and when to take it in relation to 1 meal a day without food? How long before the meal? So what I would say is you could take it whilst you're in a fasted state or whilst you are eating your first meal of the day. Go with what feels best to you. If you feel that your insulin is not being regulated so well whilst in the fasted state, then take it then. But if you feel fine in the fasted state and insulin is not an issue, then yeah, just have it with your food. And the best form to take, if you can let me know, Divox, which country you're in, I can give you a recommendation to the best supplement of chromium that I would personally recommend. Hypotechno dude, well done dude, thanks very much. Ryan, is it okay to drink liquids during the OMAD? Things like milk is the best to wait an hour after eating and drinking liquids. Do not consume anything such as milk. A few people have been asking me this recently. No fruit juice, no fruit teas, no milk, none of this MCT oil, which a lot of people do as well. Black coffee is fine. Vitamins and minerals are fine. Stay away from amino acids. Don't be consuming anything like protein powders. A lot of people say you can consume protein powder out there, but yeah, that'll break you out of a fasted state. Maya Perkins, boom. Do you drink / use recreational drugs, or if you had any past, do you have any recommendations how to let go of this? Says, do health journey can become optimum to let go of this? I guess that means let go of this so I can get on my health journey and become optimal. So no, I do not take drugs. I do not drink. I stopped taking recreational things back in 2014. I stopped drinking in November 2013, and I was never a heavy drinker. I drank here and there. It never made me feel that good. I didn't really like it, to be honest. But I did end up with some severe addictions to drugs, and twice I almost ended my life with them. So yeah, I was on a slippery slope. But then I got to a breaking point in my life where I said enough is enough, because it started destroying mental health and physical health. And I'd been so miserable for so long that one night I just went boom and changed everything about myself and my life. Moved back to my hometown, got out of my relationship, changed my job, changed my friends, found my purpose and passion. So yeah, if you want to let go of that, start doing more things in your life that make you feel good. And start pursuing what your heart wants you to truly do. And start meeting your needs and loving yourself fully and getting the right people in your life that enhance you and allow you to become the best version of yourself and that don't have a negative effect on you and bring you down. And just teach yourself so much around addictions and overcoming them. And I would recommend, you could also work with someone one-on-one. Don't go to a standard psychologist, they're awful. I'd recommend working with a completion process practitioner so it can heal the root cause of the addiction, so then it is gone. Because a lot of people do psychology and it's like you're just chopping off the top of a weed, so to speak. You want to pull it up from the root so it doesn't grow back. And this is the same with things such as negative behaviours and patterns and addictions. And I actually work with someone on a regular basis that helps me do this. Highly recommend her as a coach. That's her link there. She's helped a lot of people overcome trauma and addictions and so many other things. Let's see here. JPEG1. Yeah, my intuition says not to anyway. How important could potential experiment be if it affects you long term, no matter what you do afterwards? Well, I completely agree with you. I would say that to someone else, to be honest. It's just not worth the risk. And yeah, I knew that. So it's good to make that video. And basically, people were saying what my intuition was saying and what one of my friends said yesterday as well. So yeah, thank you for that. So to say the universe intervened and made sure it didn't happen. Yeah. And the thing is as well, there could be some other bad things that could come from me taking it, not to do with myself, but if which I would have got massive benefits from it, then other people watching my YouTube videos, a lot of people are going to be like, okay, I want to do that as well, even if I came off of it. So yeah, do I really want to be promoting that? Do I really want to be known for that? No. Master of the Universe, thank you, you're welcome. Jay, can't say the other part of the name, says, hey Danny, my question, we can all see who regularly follow you, how far and wide you come. I'd like to know different things you've had done. What has surprised you on? I want to reply to that. Oh, how tough or easy has it been? How tough or easy has it been? If you mean to get where I am now and go through the things that I had to go through, I'm telling you, it's been an emotional, intense roller coaster time. There's been ups and downs like we all do, a lot of challenges. But a life without challenge is a life without growth, and a life without pain, yeah, it's not going to allow you to grow as well. And my pain pushes me to my greatness. So yeah, to get around within my life and myself, it's been a tough road. But yeah, just kept moving forward, kept pushing forward, getting support from the right people, learning, growing, evolving, never being a victim. And yeah, just focusing upon what I wanted and letting fear get out of the way and worries and concerns and never listening to any external negative noise ever, and just surrounding myself with positive people that uplifted me and helped me become the best version of myself. If that answers your question, I hope it does. But if it doesn't, then let me know in more detail. Anything else you'd like me to talk about? And yeah, like especially last year, wow, that was the time that was the biggest challenge in my life. And other people that have watched my other YouTube channel, Sunfruit Dan, would know about this. But yeah, the biggest traumas in life have been my greatest strengths. They have made me, not broken me, so to speak. And yeah, last year I was in a long-term relationship with my girlfriend Sophie. She was 6 months pregnant with my child. And yeah, we was on a scooter and she fell off the scooter and they ran over her head and killed her in front of me and my baby, which is the most traumatic thing that's ever happened in my life. And I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me because, yeah, I used that experience to make me, not break me. And I grew so much and it really put into perspective what truly mattered in life and made me go in the right direction in life and just helped me become the best version of myself. And I got the right support from people. I moved through it all. And I can say where I am now and the person that it allowed me to become now, yeah, it was one of the greatest things that could have ever happened to me to allow me to get to where I am within myself and my life now. So yeah, I never let any so-called negative or traumatic experiences break me. I always allow it to push me to my greatness. And I can say where I am within my life and myself now, I'm the most happiest that I've ever been within my life and within myself. So yeah. Devox Chromium question. Living calendar. I've been taking elemental chromium, but wonder if it should be picolinate. I've heard some negative things about the form. I wouldn't take chromium picolinate. I have in the past, but I got some side effects from taking it after a while. The best forms are chromium nicotinic chelate glycinate, I think it's called, or ultrachrome by Form Research is a really good one. Ryan Eware, back to my milk point. When I finally break my fast with OMAD, is it okay to drink liquids with my meal? I only drink water during my fast. Will it slow my digestion? I would recommend anyone that wants to drink any liquids that you drink it just before your meal and allow it a little bit of time to just go through your digestive system. Don't be drinking it with it, especially if you don't have optimal digestion. If you've got the best digestion possible, we're having multiple bowel movements easily a day, then you could have a little bit of liquid. But even with me with optimal digestion, it just doesn't feel right to me. It's not a good idea, so I wouldn't advise it. So try and avoid it to the best of your ability. The reason being is most people have low stomach acid issues, and if you're drinking liquid, it's going to dilute your stomach acid down, and it's going to have a negative effect on your digestion and assimilation of food. Koto777, good morning, brother. Ever listen to Jason Fung? If not, check out some videos. He's got some great medical information on OMAD. I know about Jason Fung. I've looked at a lot of his different videos. I'm not a huge proponent for a ketogenic diet, but I love all of the other information that he has to share. He's doing some really good work and has a lot of scientific research to back up his claims as well, which is always nice. David Oates. Hi mate, not a vegan, but liking the OMAD stuff and your general life philosophies. What made you choose a vegan diet? Health, ethics, both. So for me, I first got into it for health reasons. I had a lot of mental health and physical health issues, and it helped me go in the direction of resolving them all. And then there were certain times that I did slip up and eat non-vegan foods. And then I started to learn about the ethics side. And I said, well, if I don't love myself and I want to sabotage myself, that's fine. But I cannot pay for foods that are hurting another animal. So that really helped me to stay fully vegan. And then I started to learn about the environmental impact as well, and just learn every single thing about it. And it just makes complete sense to me. It resonates with me fully. It's in line with my morals. And yeah, it just makes me feel the best that I could feel as well. And I came from a completely junk food diet that was based on mostly frozen food and fast food most of my life. So yeah, not very healthy at all. You're welcome, D-Box. Kate is asking, best time to eat when you eat one meal a day for a female, and I eat vegan already, but I was just wondering if time of day makes a difference or not. What I would always recommend to anyone is trying to eat, whether you're female or male, eat your meal towards the end of the day. Because with OMAD, you're eating quite a large quantity of food, so you're normally going to want to relax afterwards. So by eating it in the day, you can just relax and wind down, wait quite a while until you go to bed, and then go to bed. So yeah, based on that, I would recommend then. But, for example, if you're someone where it doesn't suit your lifestyle to eat in the evening, work out when the best time works for you. I'd always recommend avoiding breakfast. You could do it at lunchtime or dinner time. But yeah, for me, it would just slow me down too early in the day if I ate it at lunchtime. So yeah, it's just about being aware of your needs and working out what works best for you. What works best for me may not work best for you. I hope that makes sense. Thomas asks, hi, I've been on the intermittent fasting, vegan and high intensity eating for routine for 2+ months. My issue is the constant thought around food. I work in a restaurant at night. I'm surrounded by temptations but haven't given in any advice. Yeah, that could be quite tricky. And I mentioned in a video recently, I can be around food. I was at a food meetup yesterday in the middle of the day. And yeah, I didn't feel that I needed to go towards the food, and I could be completely self-disciplined and not do it. But that's something that I have slowly developed over time. So what I would say is, if I was in that situation, just be aware that over time, doing intermittent fasting more and more and more, you should start to find it easier. Because for me, once I've set in my mind that this is when I eat and this is what I'm going to eat, all other food temptations just almost never come into mind, or they might do a little bit and they just pass. So that's something that can help. But also, I've mentioned in a video recently how to stop hunger 10 ways. If I can find the video. So I highly recommend, yeah, there's the video. And I'd also recommend doing the things in that video to help suppress your appetite even more, which will help lower your desire for foods. Andrew Perry, so glad you're not going to do steroids. Hormones are bad. Can you take coffee 2 hours before iodine? How do you do iodine on 1 meal a day and supplements etc? If people don't know what iodine is, it's an essential mineral, very key for thyroid health and your thyroid producing thyroxine, which is key for regulating your metabolism and weight. This is why a lot of people cannot lose weight or gain weight, because they've not got their thyroid producing enough thyroxine, because it's not getting enough iodine. So yeah, hormones are bad for sure, especially when you're taking them in synthetic form from a pharmaceutical company that's isolated it. Can you take coffee 2 hours for iodine? So yeah, on that question, yeah, no problem. That's absolutely fine. And how do you do iodine on OMAD and supplements etc? With the iodine, when I'm taking it, I normally take it in the morning, in water, or in an empty vegetable cellulose capsule. That's what I would recommend to most people. That's absolutely fine. Other supplements I take at different times throughout the day. So the different supplements that I'm currently taking, I'll actually show you a couple of them. I didn't realise that I was a bit late forward then. So this one, which is Foreign Research's Basic Nutrients IV with copper and iron. If you don't feel you need copper or iron, I'd recommend the copper-free one. And what I do is at the end of the stream, I'll put the links down below for this one and one without copper and iron. I always make sure that I take 6 of these with my first meal of the day, my only one meal. Also to make sure that I take this micro algae, Nuic, EPA and DHA. This is actually from the UK, so what I do is I actually put links at the end for US suppliers and also UK suppliers as well for a different brand that is of equal quality. And I make sure I take 3 of those. And yeah, going directly to the source, getting it from microalgae, not from fish. That's how fish get it within them. And most fish supplements are completely rancid, but these are not, which is really, really good. And in relation to other supplements, I normally take DHEA, which is an androgen supplement. And yeah, I normally take 25 to 50 milligrams once in the morning and once in the afternoon. I haven't for the last couple of days because I don't have access to all of my supplements. I'm trying to think what else things to take. I also take a pine pollen tincture that I put 1 drop of full underneath my tongue normally in the morning. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I think that is it for the moment. Oh, and I use a Garden of Life unflavoured or vanilla organic raw protein powder, sprouted protein powder. I switch between the two depending on what I want. I also use an organic enzyme infused pea protein powder. So yeah, I have 3 different ones that I use. And normally add that to my smoothie when I break my fast. I think that is it for the supplements at the moment. I tend to switch up supplements. I need different ones at different times. But I always make sure these 2, if I only had 2 to pick, it would be these 2. These 2 are absolutely essential for me. The other ones are as well. But yeah, if I only had to choose 2, it would be those 2. And then we have 2361 DCW asking, hey dude, been following the channel for a while, great stuff, thank you very much for that great feedback. I eat OMAD and count my calories after each, seems to average about 3,000 calories a day and lean down. It's crazy. Yeah, it is absolutely amazing. I found from switching from 2 meals a day to 1 meal a day, losing 2.5 kilos of body fat, and I was already around 8% body fat, by actually eating more calories, but just within one sitting. That's why I call it the ultimate weight loss hack. It's just absolutely amazing. How many people in the fitness and diet industry say you can eat an abundance of calories and lose a lot of body fat? Maybe me, I'm not sure. Even many people in the 1 meal a day movement actually say that, except for me, from what I've looked into at least. I'm one of the only people that is actually promoting that. Ryan, you've been the only reason I've switched from intermittent fasting 2 meals a day to 1 meal a day, and I feel much better with more energy. I'm glad to hear that you are noticing some improvements with that. That's really, really good to hear. And I noticed massive improvements from doing that. And he says, I'm experiencing fat loss and muscle gain, and I'm slowly leaning out. Thanks, mate. You're more than welcome. And yeah, it's just helped me as well. Just like you, reduce my body fat whilst increasing my muscle mass, improving my health, my energy levels, my hormone production, and a whole host of other amazing holistic benefits as well. Then we have Thomas Hidalgo. Thanks, Danny. I've learned to eat right before work so I can have a snack during my break and totally feel fine at the end of the night. Thank you for all you do. I'm glad that that works for you and you feel good from doing that, so keep going. Your body is the best teacher. It knows what's best for you. I can share things with you, but you need to try things and, yeah, see if things work for you. If they do, keep doing it. If they don't keep doing it. Ryan, you wear 15. Oh, wow. Nice. That's really good that you've been doing it from 15 years old. Like, good on you, man. What a brilliant start in life for your health. It's going to maximise your lifespan as well. Can God, Brian, I'm often forced to reheat my food in micro. Is it okay? I don't enjoy doing it, but I have to at times. Is this doing me more harm or harmless? Avoid it. It denatures a lot of the substances in the food. It's filling it full of radiation. It's killing the food. Never, ever, ever consume microwave meal unless you're stuck on a highway somewhere in the middle of nowhere. You're at a gas station and they've only got some microwave food and you really need to eat. Then yeah, but in those situations in situations where you're not in that, don't. I would recommend heating up the oven and reheating it. I know it takes longer. Microwaves are more convenient, but yeah, just don't do it. Jeremy, do I supplement B12 or this multi-nutrient supplement has B12 in it? It has the most bioavailable form, methylcobalamin. So yeah, that gives me enough every single day. I recommend anyone on any diet takes B12. It's not just an issue on a vegan diet, so only meat eaters have a B12 deficiency as well. And pretty much every professional athlete out there takes B12 because they know about the amazing benefits for increasing their energy levels and their fitness performance. David Oates, watched a few videos but can't remember if you said what your go-to staples are to get the calories in during one meal. Also, what are your thoughts on grains, processed and whole? Thanks. So the majority of my meal, the staple of them, depends on where I'm eating because I always eat at restaurants. But the majority of the time it's rice and potatoes. They are my main staples. I thrive on them. I love them. They work for me. And personally, I prefer to stick to whole foods that are plant-based as much as possible because, yeah, they are foods that, how can we say, have been created by nature in the perfect way. And refining and processing things is not the best idea at all. So yeah, and recently I've just embarked on a gluten-free diet again. This gluten's not working for me so much. Ray Capella, when do you work out? So it varies depending on how busy I am within the day and what I am doing. Yesterday it was around 3 p.m. The day before it was about 4 p.m. So anywhere normally from around 2 to 4 p.m. I will train. I do prefer to train earlier, ideally around 2. It doesn't always work out that well. Koto777, do you think you could beat Darren Ryder in a cage match? A lot of people keep asking me, am I a Muay Thai fighter? No, I'm not. I have the physique of one, but I'm definitely not one. Maybe I could, maybe I couldn't, who knows. But yeah, I'd give him a run for his money. But yeah, I'm not into fighting at all. But yeah, obviously he's a lot leaner than me, wouldn't have as much strength, but yeah. Cat asks, oh, she said to Koto777, that'd be awesome to see, and I bet he would. That would be hilarious. Yeah, it's quite funny. I saw Darren Ryder, he knows who I am. He saw him quite a few months ago in a shopping mall in Chiang Mai. And he came up to me and said, you're on steroids? And I said, no. He's like, you're on steroids? I was like, no. And just convinced. And then he was trying to convince me to teach people how to take steroids correctly, make an ebook on it. And yeah, it's very interesting. I don't hate on Darren Ryder at all. He's just got stuff going on that he needs to address internally. But yeah, it's all good. But yeah, don't really fixate on that, to be honest. 2361 DCW. Why do you think Fix is introduced so focused on males eating low calories at 2,000, 2,500? I used to make me obsessed about food. It's almost like people are scared of food. Because so many people are miseducated around food and getting the physique that they want. There's just so many myths out there. And yeah, a lot of people think that you need to do cutting, so restricting your calories. You'll hear this time and time again to lose weight. But what they're doing by eating multiple meals a day, which most of them eat like 5 to 7 meals a day if you're bodybuilding, their insulin is going up and down all day long, which then makes human growth hormone go down, testosterone levels. So yeah, in that situation, you would normally need to start restricting calories, but instead you could eat an abundance of calories and eat 2 meals a day, or if you want to get great benefits, just eat 1 meal a day. So it's not necessarily about the food they're eating, it's about how many meals they're eating a day. And yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah, I've tried calorie restriction in the past. The majority of the time it's not a good idea. It doesn't make me feel the best. I remember reading something somewhere before about supermodels, and a lot of them, when they are going to go on stage, for a while before, they do severe calorie restriction. And they say, leading up to the event, where they do some severe calorie restriction for about a week or two before, they actually go and stay in a hotel away from their friends and family members, because it just makes them like so emotionally unbalanced, makes them more aggressive, more angry. So yeah, not good at all. YOLO H, Dan, you mentioned when taking SERP that it's recommended to have 3 bowel movements a day. How's that possible with OMAD? I have more than 3 most days with eating 1 meal a day, because I eat an abundance of food. So there's a lot of food for my body to process, and I have optimal digestion because I've worked on it for years and years and years and years. So yeah, you need to optimize your digestion and make sure you're eating a lot of food. And yeah, what I'd say is, if you're someone that's eating 1 meal a day and you're not eating a lot of food like I do normally, then yeah, it's quite likely you're not going to have 3 or more bowel movements within a day. It's as simple as that. So if that's the case, then just give it a go without having 3 a day, and it should be fine. But start off with a lower dose and build your way up, so otherwise you might get intense diarrhea symptoms. Jay asks, as a young man, have you thought of making specific videos on things to help change or cure people suffering with drug, drink, EC? I've heard kudos to help with alcoholism, etc. Okay, so what I say is, I would like to make content like that on YouTube, but YouTube penalise people that put that type of content up. They do not like it at all. But I'm on a new alternative version of DTube, which is a decentralized, well, alternative to YouTube, called DTube, that is decentralized and pays you in cryptocurrency, but it's complete freedom of speech. So I'm going to be making specific subjects, well, specific videos on topics like what you just mentioned, Jay, and other ones that I cannot make for YouTube and put on YouTube. If you don't know what DTube is, I highly recommend you go and check it out. Here is my DTube link. Make sure you go subscribe and you sign up. It is the biggest competitor out there for YouTube. Yeah, highly recommend it. A lot of people are moving over to that. I've been moving over to there a lot. Pray asked, hey dude, love your videos. Random question, ever heard of TRS for metal detox or used it? I've heard some awesome reviews, but would be cool to hear reviews so somebody has actually used it. No, I have no idea of what that is. So yeah, I don't have any knowledge or experience with it. The things that I've used to resolve my heavy metal issues and clients is using mega doses of iodine with all of the cofactors, so using a balanced supplementation program, which I think is the most healthiest and safe way to go about it, and it worked very effectively for me and everyone that I've worked with. David Oak, thanks, you're more than welcome. Trans cannabis, veganic, Jazzy asks, oh, it doesn't ask anything. Big cheers to all the vegan teams all over the universe. Cheers, yeah, for sure. So it's time to ask, so veganic, what does that mean? I have no idea what that term means, if it even means anything, better or worse. I'm looking up now to see what that is, but never heard it before. No, the vegan pizza challenge, Barry, was meant to be on Sunday, that's just passed. The place contacted me the day before saying, can we postpone it because we want to create an event for it and promote it and get a lot of people to come along and see this, because we're going to make the biggest pizza in Southeast Asia. So yeah, it seems that me going there and eating it and just recording it has now turned into an event. So that's going to be pretty interesting. So I'm waiting for them to get back to me to tell me when the date would be, but we shall see. But I do have a 5,000 calorie ice cream challenge coming up soon. It's completely vegan ice cream, of course, to celebrate the 5,000 subscriber mark on this channel. Trans says it's organic is still not vegan, as veganic is only way to be 100% vegan on levels. The fact is organic is very core and never been vegan or cleaner. Well, some organic methods are vegan, some of them are not. But yeah, obviously veganic is the best way to go. But yeah, I would definitely put my money into companies that are doing this, but am I going to find it in Thailand? I highly doubt it. So yeah, I agree with the idea, but it's not going to be really easy for me to do it here. Ray Capella, I'm here in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Do you know how little to me stop eating this variety of delicious food? Don't ever come here. Yeah, well, I can imagine that it was for you, especially because the food that you're eating on a regular basis, your gut microbiome then gets you to crave it, especially if you've got candida overgrowth as well, that'll make you crave the food. So yeah, it can be hard to stop. But once you start eating different foods, your gut microbiome changes and it starts to crave the food you're eating. And especially if foods are full of MSG and monosodium glutamate, which is so addictive. It can make cardboard taste like the best food in the world. There's so much garbage food out there, especially in America. It's full of it. Jay, how ludicrous YouTube being so stupid, trying to educate and help the world from these body and soul-like things that will help with people and drugs, help with drink and drugs. Bizarre. Yeah, it's just the way it works. They're getting stricter and stricter and stricter. There's a lot of people abusing the YouTube platform, so to speak. So I can understand the reasons why they've done it. And they have to make their advertisers on YouTube happy. And a lot of them pulled out. They lost millions and millions and millions of dollars from advertisers. Yeah, it's totally understandable. But yeah, get on DTube because, yeah, I'll be posting it all on there. Devox, yeah, I'm still so shocked I can eat 4,000 plus calories. Oh man, I'm still lean out and building muscle. No calorie restriction. Eat until satiated. Definitely couldn't do that on the standard American diet. Yeah, exactly. Or pretty much any diet. You try and eat any diet with multiple meals a day and eat around 4,000 plus calories a day, you are for sure going to gain weight. And yeah, it's all about insulin. Insulin is a fat storage hormone. And fasting, with intermittent fasting, for example, with 1 meal a day, it regulates your insulin a lot more. So then your body doesn't store a lot of fat when you're eating food, which is brilliant. Mike DeBoa, I'm eating around 3,000 calories a day to gain weight and find this difficult on a 16-8 intermittent fasting approach. Do you think I'll be able to gain more extra muscle on the OMAD approach? What's your experience? Well, I'd say I have gained more whilst eating 1 meal a day. Is that just due to me training over a longer period of time since I switched to 1 meal a day? Yes, that would be one factor. Is it the only factor? No. But for me, I know that looking at science, doing 2 meals a day compared to 1 meal a day is giving me greater benefits for lowering insulin, improving insulin sensitivity, increasing human growth hormone more than testosterone. So yeah, it would reduce my body fat more and increase my muscle mass at the same time. But yeah, for people that find it hard to gain weight, I had someone mention yesterday that they find it hard to gain weight and they're not doing any sort of resistance exercise that is really tearing the muscle fibers so they can build up. If you're not using your muscles, you're going to lose your muscles. A lot of people do steady cardio that makes you lose muscle mass, as shown through scientific research. You want to be doing some sort of calisthenics, weighted calisthenics, or bodybuilding. And making sure you're eating enough food as well. And if you're not used to eating a lot of food, train your body over time to eat more and more and more. So yeah, you can gain weight with 1 meal a day or 2 meals a day, but you have to do it in the way that I've just mentioned. Otherwise, you're going to lose weight. If you're someone that's not eating many calories and you're not doing stuff to really tear those muscle fibers and build the muscle up, then you're going to lose weight like crazy. And for example, my mum, she doesn't do intermittent fasting, she has at certain points. She switched to a whole foods plant-based vegan diet, lost all the additional body fat that she wanted to and got really, really thin. She kept saying to me, why does this happen? I said, Mum, because you're not doing the right exercise on a consistent basis to build muscle. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. And she wasn't eating enough as well. So yeah, it can be resolved. YOLO H, Dan, cheers, and have you heard of SARMs, MK677 growth hormone secretagogue thoughts? Yes, I heard of SARMs for the first time yesterday. I was doing some research up online. And who talks about SARMs? I'm not sure who talked about that. Someone on YouTube was talking about SARMs, saying he recommended that instead of testosterone or steroids. And I only looked briefly into it for about a minute or so. It's research chemicals. I know about research chemicals a lot from my past. Yeah, the research chemicals, they're not really designed for the body. They're still a chemical at the end of the day. So yeah, they're definitely going to have some unwanted effects. But yeah, I need to do more research into it. Maybe I would try them in the past, but yeah, I don't think I'm really drawn to them either. It doesn't sound good for me. Personally, I would just stick to all the things I'm doing to maximise growth hormone production and testosterone. I do so many things every single day to do that. So yeah, I'll do some more research on that. Maybe I'll make a video on that for you. Trans. So with that in mind, open your mind, eyes, and see that you need veganic and all plant life in nature to be organic. And if someone is putting things that are organic on it, nature makes organically 100%. Well, I agree with you. Someone can wave a magic wand and make it happen, and said you want it to happen, I'd be like, yeah, sure, because obviously it's the best way. So yeah, I don't disagree with you at all. Yeah, we'll do YOLO H. It'd be interesting to see. There was someone. Was it Alpha? Can't remember where I was looking. Let's have a look. SARMs. Browser's taking a little while to load. YOLO H message retracted twice. Don't know why that is. Yeah, are you taking any of them, YOLO H? If so, what's your experience with them? Yeah. The company that I got recommended, was it this site? No, it wasn't this site actually. KO Kenny on YouTube. He talks about SARMs. Yeah. He's someone that's making a lot of videos exposing a lot of bodybuilders that are using fake weights. Is pretty damn amazing. I think he's brilliant. Yeah. And the company that he recommends is Enhanced Athlete. And I do trust this man. He really knows what he's talking about with this type of stuff. They're a very good, reputable company, so definitely check them out. Do I follow Martin Burkan, Kino Body, Raju Atuno, and any other YouTube intermittent fasting guys? Kino Body I have on and off, have done here and there. Who else do I follow? Simic Nutrition, John Venus. I've watched a couple of lean gains here and there. Who are the other ones? Yeah, there's a few other ones. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, a few different ones. And I also love Strength Wars as well. If you haven't checked out Strength Wars, I highly recommend you check that out. David Oakes, have you experienced any benefits with injury recovery on OMAD? I have elbow tendinitis for 6 months. Had to quit weight training. Would OMAD help? Yes, 1 meal a day would help massively, because whilst you're in that fasting state, it's reducing inflammation massively. It's improving your immune system function, and it's also going to allow the body to put healing into the areas that need healing, because it's saving all of that energy from not digesting food. So yeah, definitely would help. Also, topical transdermal magnesium supplementation on a regular basis would help massively with that. And also a form of boron would be really, really good for that. What I would do is, let me put this here, multi EPA DHA elbow. So yeah, boron, magnesium transdermal, and a couple of other nutrients would be key for resolving that. So what I'll do is at the end of the stream, in the description, I'll put some links down below in the description with the list of supplements I recommend that will help you go in the direction of resolving that. Yellow H, I'm not taking SARMs, but to my friends a while at the moment, I've seen noticeable sign gains in them. Yeah, KO Kenny said he noticed some significant gains with it. So yeah, seems like pretty much just an alternative to steroids. They're working in a very similar way, I would say. Yeah, these research chemical companies are very, very clever with creating these specific things. A lot of time they just change the molecular structure slightly, so they can be similar to other different beans. Mike Dubai, thanks for answering my question. I guess I try to increase my food intake and expand the volume of my gut. Thanks. Legend, thanks. And yeah, Mike, just make sure you're training, you're doing specific hypertrophy training. Do some research about that online. I've got videos showing my workouts with specific hypertrophy training. This is going to maximise your muscle growth. David Oakes, legend, thanks dude, you're more than welcome. So yeah, this is more active than the last time I did the stream, so that's pretty damn good. I'm very, very happy about that. K.O. Kenny, yes. It's very, very interesting to say the least. Has two YouTube channels. Has one, it's called K.O. Kenny, which is that one. Then he has one called K.O. Kenny SARMs as well. Yeah, very interesting person. Doesn't intermittent fast from what I'm aware of, but yeah, I don't just watch people that intermittent fast. But yeah. Yeah, I'm surprised I've never heard of these until recently, but with these SARMs, but yeah, why would I do it? It's not something that I'd necessarily look into. Yeah, it's now 6:30 AM here. My view outside is loads of trees. The beach is right next to me, which is really nice. Oh, and I'm going to show you something that I got yesterday. Daniel recommended to me getting these gymnastic rings, wooden ones, because the one at the gym, they're plastic, absolutely horrible. These feel amazing, super, super high quality. We've obviously got these to hang them up as well, so I'm going to look forward to that. Daniel has told me a while ago it's definitely one of the best ways to increase your chest size, which that's what I want to be doing. I'm not too bothered about increasing the muscle size in any other area of my body, but yeah, I definitely want to with my chest more. Andrew Perry took a pre-pharmacy class, and that is all pharmacy does. Tamper with hormones, very dangerous. Yeah, and all they care about is making a lot of money. To the point where they don't care about other people's health. There's nothing wrong with making a lot of money, but when it's not an ethically good company, you're like, not good at all. Avoid them. Devox for iodine supplementation, nascent Lugals or something different. Lugals iodine all the way. For sure, don't bother with nascent. Like I said, all these supplements will be linked down below. And with the gymnastic rings, I also put some links down below at the end of this, in case you're interested in them. Vegan donuts. My sister Lucy's actually started a vegan t-shirt company, a clothing company. And what is it? Real men drink nuts, coconuts. That's what it is. Yeah, it's quite funny. I don't remember the brand name of her new company, but yeah, getting her to try and make a fitness vegan sling shirt so I can promote it for her and help her earn some money, because yeah, she doesn't earn a lot of money and she needs some help with that, and I'm more than willing to help out. But yeah, they do a lot of different SARMs. I'm looking at them now. Yeah, they've got like testosterone producer, PCT regeneration, boost strength and muscle. yeah. One's for burning fat, increasing muscle mass, thermogenic booster, shred stubborn fat, like, yeah. One's for insulin, like, yeah, these basically are like alternatives to steroids, insulin, and testosterone fat burners. And they seem like they are very, very popular as well. I'm going to do more research into them. I love doing research into things that interest me. Doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to do it. Yeah, the blue ox seems to be very, very popular. You're welcome, Divox. And Javar says, thank you for your YouTube channels and Instagram, man. Really enjoy the content from you. I'm glad that you enjoy it. I hope you benefit from it greatly. I hope it inspires you, motivate you to push yourself to your greatness. Yeah. Blue ox. Ah, I've seen this man before. Okay, I'm looking at some of these SARMs. I don't bother, they're a waste of time. Well, at least in this one that I'm looking at, like the multi-nutrient supplements take are well better than at least that blue ox. Yeah, looking at them now, it just seems that they're charging a lot of money for the ingredients that are in there. And for what's in there, it's really not that great. I wouldn't. Information. That one doesn't even have the. Yeah, maybe some of them are better than others. I wouldn't say the blue ox is, but yeah, I'll just keep doing more research into them. Yellow H, from what I understand, it's acting more as a precursor to those stimulating the pituitary gland. But yeah, would love to see a video on it if you have the time. Cheers. Yeah, I will once I've done more research. 2361W DCW. Have you found with clients that weight training causes the weight on the scale to go up while they get leaner and clothes get loose? It's happened to me. It's almost hard to believe. Yes, I found that with myself and many other people as well. Yeah, for sure. And that's the way it should be when you're doing intermittent fasting daily. Shamir Ravel, hi from Dublin, from Shamir and Pat. Hi, thanks for joining us. When are you going to do, Shamir Ravel, when are you going to do steroids? Are you going to do OMAD? So as I mentioned earlier in the video, due to a lot of the comments on the video I made about me taking, well, testosterone in the near future, yeah, a lot of people concerned, and I could understand their reasons for being concerned, and it was making me become aware, well, it was making me, yeah, listen to more of the thoughts that were inside my intuition, so to speak, that was coming out, which kept saying, don't do it, don't do it. I was sort of just ignoring it to the best of my ability, but yeah, after listening to people's concerns, yeah, it's definitely not a good idea. So due to that, I'm not going to do it. And there's quite a few people that unsubscribe, a lot of people that are not happy about it. And a lot of people said it could ruin, like, a lot of people could see me in a specific way on YouTube and social media in general, and that could just give me a bad name. And a lot of people would say, which a lot of people don't say, people taking steroids, well, yeah, you may not be taking them now, but it's helped you get to where you are now. So yeah, I don't want to give myself that name, so to speak. So yeah, I'm going to be making a video today where I talk about that full in more depth. It's so good I made that video because I would have gone ahead with it if I hadn't posted that video and got some feedback. Javar Funtens, I discovered you recently have been binge watching your Calisthenics videos, Ericsson. Great, I'm glad that you love them that much that you've been binge watching them, and I'm sure they're helping you in a massive positive way as I have intended them to do so. So yeah, thanks for sharing that with me. I love that feedback. Really appreciative. Show me Ravel, good. Yoda hates try SARMs instead, man. Only kidding. Well, who knows? I might try them, but I've got a new supplement coming along that makes testosterone levels go really, really high, and I'm already doing so many things. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. See how that goes. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet because I want people going out and buying it before I've tested it. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to say the least. Javier Frutas, I'll subtitle some of your videos in Spanish whenever I can. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That would just help a lot more people get access to my content and actually understand it as well. Koto777, glad to hear you won't be taking steroids, man. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I don't know it wasn't a good idea, but yeah, I wanted to do it for the videos, but yeah, it's not worth doing it just for that. Cena and Bushido score by skipping meals. I lost 12 pounds and 1 inch from my waist. Nice, I'm really glad you got those amazing weight loss benefits. Yellow H, can't wait to see that one. David Oakes, so there's a difference between the steroids you've considered and testosterone a doctor may prescribe for an older man. It depends what you're taking, really. But to be honest, steroids and testosterone are still increased. They're both unnaturally increasing in testosterone levels. So yeah, but different steroids and different testosterone have a great effect on increasing testosterone levels. So if you're taking quite low doses, which the doctor's probably not giving you high doses, or yeah, probably adequate amount of doses to get the effects of what bodybuilders do with taking steroids and testosterone. I once, when I almost ended my life from abusing my body so much, ended up at hospital, lost all my body weight. I ended up taking prednisone, and I do remember these little red pills made me eat like a horse. Definitely helped increase my body weight for sure. But did I get like huge? Like no, not at all. But was I training? No, so maybe I would have done. Who knows? 2361 DCW. What do you think is best tip for the OMAD lifestyle? And that's quite a broad statement, so I don't know how to ask that. But yeah. Just wanting to eat one meal a day as bad as you want to breathe, so to speak, so then you can succeed with it long term. And yeah, just making sure you're eating enough calories. Make sure you're staying well hydrated within the day. And if you want the greatest weight loss benefits, make sure that you're exercising on a regular basis to maximise those weight loss benefits. So yeah, there's many different things. JPEG1, had to pause the video but I'm caught up now. Is your diet really mainly rice and potatoes when you cook at home, like no veggies, beans, nuts, seeds, etc.? No. So the staple of the diet is rice and potato. But yesterday, for example, I had loads of brown rice. I had loads of potato that was an Indian potato dish, low in fat, high carb. Then I had, what else did I have? Then I made another potato dish with purple sweet potato and normal white potato in it. They also had ground up sesame seeds, also had a lot of this different bean dish as well. So a variety of different things, carbs and protein, but relatively low in fat. Fat doesn't make me feel great. But yeah, I never cook at home. When was the last time I cooked at home? Maybe back in October or September. Yeah, so cheap to eat out here in Thailand. I'm so busy that making food doesn't really work for me. But I've got someone that's going to move here soon that I'm going to spend a lot of time around. She's more than likely going to start cooking food on a regular basis because she likes to do that. Obviously, cooking your own food at home can be cleaner for you, better for you. But yeah, I love veggies, I love beans, I love seeds. I keep nuts to a minimum. Too many nuts do not make me feel good. Seen that in the Bushido score. Which buffet do you go to now, and have you ever done anything that you were ashamed of or regretted? So I've started going back to RE's, Ayurvedic and Indian buffet, and they don't mind me eating loads and loads of food. All my friends, they're completely happy with it. That owner's very nice, RE that runs it. So yeah, it's one of my main ones at the moment. Then we go to one normally on Friday night as well, a yoga centre. And have I done anything that you were ashamed or regretted? No, not all. I live in the present moment, and I don't regret anything from my past. And I'm not ashamed of anything. It's just like, if I could go back, would I change anything? No, because I wouldn't have learned the life lessons that I've learned, and I wouldn't have grown from them and evolved from them. So I wouldn't change anything from my past at all. I prefer to focus upon the present moment as much as possible and not live in the future or the past at all. It doesn't serve you in a positive way at all, because all that exists is now, and you can't change the past. So it's just about accepting it and moving on from it if you want to live the most happiest life within yourself and externally as well. You're welcome, JPEG1. What books have you read recently? Any recommendations? I haven't read any books recently. I tend to, since I've been in Thailand, just research a lot of information up online. But I did just get Dr. Noon Amun Ra's book sent to me via his wife that I paid a donation for. So I'm definitely going to start reading them. And yeah, you can pay as little or as much as you want for them. I gave them $20. But yeah, looking forward to reading that. But yeah, books. If you want to know what books I'd recommend for specific subjects or certain things you want to learn, let me know down below and I'll give you recommendations. Joe Anthony, have you sometimes hurt your ribs doing calisthenics? No, not at all. Never, ever, ever, ever. I remember once in calisthenics, it started to hurt in my chest area here from doing dips, but yeah, at one point. And twice I've hurt my lower back when I've tried deadlifts, even with people helping me get the correct and perfect form. I've just stayed away from them. And yeah, a little while ago, I did a combination of 50% calisthenics and bodybuilding. I didn't actually mention this in the video. And I could lift really, really heavy with so many exercises. And yeah, it was enjoyable, but I found that it started to have a negative effect on my joints. So yeah, I said to myself, no, I want to go back to pure calisthenics. So yeah, just feels the best to me. Less risk of injury, less risk of muscle imbalances. Yeah. David Oakes, do you struggle to avoid toxic processed vegetables in Thailand if you eat a lot out? What are your thoughts on processed vegetables? PS, thanks for answering previous questions. Yeah, obviously can't avoid them completely. But for example, Agama normally uses coconut oil. Then there are ones that do use like just sunflower oil and other oils and not so good. But the majority of food I am eating is very low in oil, or it has no oil, so it's not a major issue for me. And yeah, a huge issue with oils is they're very high in omega-6 and omega-3. And when you have too much omega-6 in the body, which most people do on every single diet, you're going to run into chronic inflammation, and long term you're going to end up with neurological disorders and a whole host of issues, especially related to inflammation within the mind and body. So I make sure that I take this omega-3 EPA DHA to balance out that 3-to-6 ratio, so I can stop a lot of negative effects. And I find by fasting with 1 meal a day, any oil that I'm consuming, my body just processes it and eliminates it quite easily. So yeah, it's not a huge issue for me. But if I eat quite a lot of oil, I do not feel good. So I don't eat fried foods or anything that's completely drenched in oil. It's horrible to me. And most oil goes rancid when you cook it. Well, even before you cook it, it's gone rancid, but it denatures it when you cook it. Coconut oil is one of the only oils that does not. But yeah, you want to try and stick away from all these nasty oils. Trying to stick to coconut oil only. If you're cooking yourself, just use raw, organic, virgin coconut oil. I will give a recommendation to one. It'll be linked in the description at the end of the stream when it ends. Yellow H, do you do squats / train internal glutes? So yesterday I changed my leg workout. I did it yesterday. I was doing jumping box squats, lunges, wall sits. What else was I doing? Pistol squats. Doing things like 12 reps of pistol squats with 10 kilos of weight in my hand on each side, each leg. I love pistol squats. Also jumping lunges. What the other one's called? So yeah, I do a variety of different exercises with my legs, that work with my legs. And with legs, a lot of time I do add weights to my body, whether I'm holding weights in my hand or another way. But yeah, the workout that I created yesterday was pretty much almost all calisthenics. So yeah, I would love to get myself a weighted vest, but importing it is going to cost about $100 with shipping. I cannot justify that. I can afford it, but I cannot justify it at all. And a friend had a recommendation yesterday. Well, why not just find another way to do it in a cheap way? Yeah, I could just get a rucksack and put sand in there, for example, so maybe I'll start doing that. Shami Ravel, I love following you, and Logan Sneed. I haven't heard of Logan Sneed. Who is this person? I'm going to go and check him out quickly. Logan Sneed. YouTube. Logan Sneed. I've seen one thumbnails of his on YouTube, and he promotes a ketogenic diet. Yeah, he talks about 1 meal a day. He's made a video on 7-Eleven. That's pretty cool. But yeah, he looks like he's got a really nice physique. He looks like he may be younger than me. Maybe he is. Maybe he isn't. Yeah. So yeah, thanks. Yeah, definitely seen him around. Last week, and you said last Wednesday I started 1 meal a day. I feel great. Thank you so much. You're more than welcome. I'm glad that me and Logan have both inspired you and motivated you to go towards eating 1 meal a day. Javier asks, where does your inspiration come from regarding calisthenics? The main inspiration that got me on this journey is Frank Medrano, because he's a vegan calisthenics athlete. He's one of the most well-known calisthenics athletes out there. Also, yeah, Simit Nutrition. Who are the other people? I'm trying to think. There are so many of them. Tatted Strength. I absolutely love Tatted Strength. He's really, really good. Very, very high level. He's got a lot of muscle mass, but yeah, he's got a lot of strength. Also, Chris Herrer from ThinX. Also, Asvaldo from ThinX. Garbo, who's on there. Yeah, they're really, really amazing. There's a few other ones as well. I can't remember off the top of my head. Oh, Mad Killer, he calls himself. I'm not sure of his actual name. I do like Brendan Myers as well. My top inspirations, I'm trying to find all of the different names because I cannot remember them. Dominic Sky, he's pretty good as well. Not a fan of Ido Portal. A lot of people ask me about him. Yeah, he says vegans are weak and they cannot be strong at all. Hannibal for King, obviously. He's really, really cool. Scott Matheson. I absolutely love him. Yeah, so many people. David Oak's been using organic coconut and cold pressed hemp oil. Nice. Yeah, they're definitely the healthier oils. Shami Ravel hovered around 11 stone 11 and a half stone, and now 10 stone 5 pounds, which has fallen off easy. Nice. I'm glad to hear that it's fallen off you easily. I think Frank Medrano is a fairly impressive vegan calisthenics dude. Yeah, pretty impressive. You beat me to it. But yeah, go and check out Mad Killer on YouTube. You watch him and he makes Frank Medrano look like he is a noob, so to speak, if you want to say that word. I think there's some others. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't follow anyone on Instagram. I haven't for a while, so yeah, it's a bit hard for me to remember them all. I like the people that are part of the Performix team. They are all based in California, Los Angeles more specifically. Yeah, Mike Vazix, if that's how you pronounce his name. He is absolutely amazing. Ryan Clarenbash as well. He's really amazing. So yeah, many different inspirations that I have. Let's have a look, shall we? I don't know who that is. Let me have a look. There's so many calisthenics athletes. It's hard to keep track of all of them. Oh yeah, I know who he is. He runs a very good YouTube channel. He's definitely good. It's not someone I've really watched a lot, so I'm not like massively inspired by him or motivated by him. But yeah, he's definitely doing some good things out there. Yeah, not sure how long this stream will go for. Maybe a little bit longer. We shall see. But yeah, I've been sitting down for a while, so I definitely need to go take a walk on the beach in a short while. That is right next to my house at the moment. Yeah, these SARMs on this enhanced athlete, they have some amazing packaging that really draws you in. It's definitely a very good marketing ploy, so to speak. Yeah, they've got so many different things on here. It's like, where do you start? Yeah. So yeah, if anyone else has any questions, definitely send them my way. Yeah, my hair's growing quite long at the moment. As long as it's been in a while. Looking pretty good. Probably shave it off again very, very soon. I've just got other priorities in life. That's not a priority. Yeah, code red, fat burner. Yeah, fat burners, I don't see the point in them at all. Just do it 1 meal a day. You can get down to lower levels of body fat percentage with taking certain substances, but going past getting to a super, super low body fat percentage is not healthy for hormone production at all, your health at all. So, yeah. There's a lot of people in the fitness movement that are taking things that are far from healthy to help them get rid of unwanted, stubborn body fat, so to speak. But yeah, far from healthy. Javier, thanks. I'm going to look at some of the names you mentioned at us because I'm getting loads of inspiration from you, man. Yeah. Nice. I'm glad to hear that. Code 777 is vegetable police moving down there. Well, maybe he is, maybe he isn't. I know some things that you don't know, and I'm not going to voice them. I'll let him voice what's going to go on. So yeah, wait and see. What is your body fat percentage? 7 to 8%, around 7% at the moment. I'm going to go to Bangkok very soon, next month. Going to get a DEXA scan done, which is the gold standard for body fat testing, and I'm going to compare myself against pro athletes, like pro bodybuilders, that have had DEXA scans done as well. So it's going to be a very amazing video. I look forward to making that one. One of the type of videos I wanted to make for a while. I don't have access to a DEXA scan here, otherwise I'd have it done by now. JPEG1, I've got a question for you. Can you explain DHT in a way that can actually make sense? I hear that it causes hair growth and it causes hair growth, then here it causes hair loss. How do you know if your DHT level is a problem? I watched a video yesterday that is completely debunking the DHT myth and causing hair loss, as shown through all the scientific research in this video that this person's talking about. So let me get the video link. Watch that video. From what he found is that the pharmaceutical industry is huge for selling pharmaceuticals for hair loss. So they say DHT causes an issue, so then they sell these pharmaceuticals that resolves the DHT issue. And what this person's found through the scientific research, DHT is not an issue, because when you're really young, DHT levels are at the highest, and that's when the majority of hair loss doesn't happen for men, for example. What happens when they get older, and it's actually due to having excess estrogen within the body, which a lot of people call estrogen dominant, low testosterone due to nutritional deficiencies, as he talked about in this video. So yeah, it's not something to be concerned about, because a lot of people are concerned that creatine will cause hair loss. And DHT is an endogenous and androgen sex steroid and hormone. So that's why it's the highest when you're youngest, because that's when you're going to produce the most. Yellow H, haha, you scratched your head when you said that about vegetables. He's so kind. Maybe, maybe not. That's all I'm saying. Um, Bod, thanks for your video. Inspired me. I'm glad that they inspire you. I just answered David Oak's question on WTF is the HT. So yeah, I hope that answers your question fully a moment ago. Yeah, getting a better suntan at the moment, spending a lot of time in the sand. Yeah, I ate quite a bit of salty food yesterday, so my abs are definitely not as visible because the more salt you eat, the more water retention you have. But yeah, and my shoulders are killing. I trained upper body, how many days ago? 3 days ago. My shoulders are still killing. That's what happens when you train really, really hard. That's key to maximise the muscle growth. And I'm doing a lot of weighted calisthenics now, which yeah will increase my strength and size even more. I let Crystal Walker do is great. Definitely showing different angle to the whole hair loss. Yeah, I've never seen any of his stuff until seeing that come up on the front page of YouTube. And I was like, okay, I'm not concerned about hair loss, but I want to learn about this. So yeah, I learned some very valuable information that I can share with other people. It's probably good for me to make another video talking about why creatine isn't an issue for necessarily causing hair loss. But yeah, that was a very good informational video that he'd made. Definitely going to help a lot of different people, so to speak. Yeah, I'm very, very interested in these SARMs and checking them all out while we're talking, replying to people at the same time. A couple of them are just blends of certain herbs and stuff which aren't really going to be that great. So yeah, but then some of them are just containing certain. They've got one called Rage. Doesn't sound good to me. Certain ones just have specific research chemicals in smelling salts. That's obviously going to energize you. Yeah. See what they are. So many different things on here. Wow. Yeah, if anyone else has any questions, definitely leave them down below. If it starts getting a bit quiet for a while, we'll stop talking. Today is my rest day. Trained my legs yesterday, very, very intense. And I had a really nice experience yesterday, Jim. It's still making me smile now. I was training legs, doing my one-legged pistol squats with weights, and this girl comes up to me and says, "You're very strong and you have a really nice body as well," which is a really nice compliment. And then I said, "Yeah, you're very well." Later on in the gym, I said, "Yeah, you've got a very nice physique. You're very beautiful physique." She smiled and said, "Thank you very much." Kept smiling at each other a lot in the gym, which was really, really nice. And then she asked, "Am I going to come to the gym tomorrow? And if so, what time?" So she could see me there. So yeah, that's pretty damn good. So yeah, I definitely say physique definitely helps attract the opposite sex to you more. But yeah, if there's no depth to you or you're not a nice person, that's not going to keep a female around, so to speak. So you have to be a nice person and have some substance to you. Like, it's not just all about the physique, it's about what's inside of you. So if you can be the best on the outside than the inside, then that is what is going to attract females to you the most. So yeah, looking forward to today. As every single day, I absolutely love my life. I need to make a video for my Sunfruit Dan channel and for this channel. I know which one I'm going to make for this channel today. So yeah, looking forward to that. Still need to do all of my online admin work as well. Reply to all YouTube comments like I do every single day. Yeah, I'm always doing a lot every single day, just grinding, and that's how I get the results in anything, because I focus upon what I want, be self-disciplined, be consistent, and just keep doing it over and over and over again. That's how I succeed in my YouTube channels, my health, my body, my fitness levels, like so many different things. Yeah. High oxygen. Yeah, one of these I'm looking at. Pre-workouts. I tried a pre-workout for the first time recently. No. This company actually sponsored me. I want to do a review on it. I've hardly taken any stimulants in my life, including coffee. And it just overstimulated my nervous system. And I went and trained, did get me moving, but I just felt my heart rate was too high. And when I trained, my heart rate was around 200 beats per minute, and I was sweating so intensely. I always do, but yeah, I even felt like I might black out at certain points. So yeah, and it wasn't like a really strong, natural energizer pre-workout as well. It had nothing garbage added to it. It just had things like guarana, which is a natural plant, nothing, no chemicals or preservatives or anything. But yeah, that was not a good experience. So yeah, it was a good experiment. But yeah, I feel that I just have enough energy without needing a pre-workout. People that need pre-workouts, like, yeah, they're obviously not sleeping enough and looking after themselves so well, and they're not so healthy. So you want to address the underlying root cause of your low energy levels if you have low energy levels, rather than taking a stimulant which gets you moving. It's not good at all. So yeah, it's going a little bit quiet now, so I think I will probably end it very, very soon, unless a lot more people join. I know it's late for a lot of people, unless you're in Asia. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. On the 21st, I'm going to go to Koh Samui, 21st of May, go to the dentist because I want to get a consultation done, some teeth work to give me the best teeth, health-wise and visually. Then I'm going to go to Bangkok. I'm going to do some vlogging there. I'll do some in Koh Samui, get the DEXA scan done, go and eat at some amazing places, be with a new person that's turning up. You'll learn more about that in the future. I'm not going to share any details on that, except to let you know that I'm meeting a new person, or someone that I've met before a couple of times. We're going to have a really good time together. She runs a YouTube channel as well, really into the fitness, veganism, intermittent fasting, really positive, influential person on me. And then she doesn't know it, but yeah, we're going to go to Canterbury for a durian festival as well. So yeah. Dr. Rhonda Patrick says that black coffee technically breaks your fast. Do you have any thoughts on that? Yes, she does say that in an interview with Joe Rogan, but she said she has no scientific research to back up her claims. She says that it fires up the liver enzymes and the metabolism. But yeah, until she shows science proving it, yeah, I don't necessarily agree with it. But what I say is a true fast is only when you drink water. So if you're doing extended water fast, always just do it on water. I feel that you won't get the full benefits if you're doing it. This one I was looking at, Dan, Elite SARMs, GH, PEP, MK677. Yeah, I'm checking out all the ones on this website, and I've opened tabs for all of them, and I'm closing the ones that I would not take. A lot of them contain certain things that are not good at all. Elite Arms, let me check that out then. But yeah, I love looking into all this stuff. And yeah, most of these SARMs as well, they contain things that are just in my multi-nutrient supplement in higher amounts. Yeah, and in better forms as well. So, GH PEP, so I guess growth hormone production. Whoa! That costs quite a bit for that, for sure. Maybe it's worth it, maybe it's not. I don't know what it exactly does. So yeah, it may seem like a lot of money to me, but maybe it's doing something that's really, really good. How much do you take? Elite SARMs, GH, PEP, MK677 is a growth hormone peptide with no side effects. No side effects, really? It's like IGF-1, releases growth hormone and insulin-like growth factor, IGF-1 for up to 24 hours. Each bottle contains 30 days of use. Wow. cycle length 8 to 2 weeks. So it sounds very similar to taking human growth hormone as steroids, so to speak. I have no idea what these substances are that are in it. But yeah, 30 days for $180. I would just reckon, like, people could get probably greater increase from fasting daily with 1 meal a day, 2 meals a day. You get great benefits from 1 meal a day. So yeah, I wouldn't. But do I feel drawn to try this? No. I'll just do the fasting, do the training while fasted, take certain multi-nutrient supplements that I take. And that will help massively increase human growth hormone levels. Seems like it's got good reviews, but yeah. Wow, they have many, many different things. Yeah, I'd say don't waste your money on it. I don't see the point in it. I'm not saying it wouldn't work. It probably does work. Is it necessary? Not necessarily, no. I think these are relatively new things as well, so it says it has no side effects. Like, well, it looks like it's a chemical, and all chemicals come with side effects, so I don't necessarily trust what they're saying, to be honest. Yeah. There's so many different things on the market. And a lot of people could just take things that are cheaper and more effective. There's let's see, there's 2 that I'm interested in on Enhanced Athlete. But yeah, I need to do some research into them first. Increase strength and pumps. Yeah, I may even contact some of these companies and say, do they want to sponsor me, give them to me free, and I'll promote them, do a review on them. I've done this before with other certain products that I'm interested in. Okay. Yeah, it seems it's getting quite quiet now, so I think I will end it. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Well, what I would do is, as I mentioned in the live stream, I'm lit up too high again, I keep doing that. Is I put links down below for the Gymnastic rings, the coconut oil that I recommend, the supplements that I take as well. So yeah, that will be up when the live stream gets posted on this channel. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. I will schedule another stream either at the end of the week or for next week. Yeah. It's saying that my stream isn't live, so that's a bit weird. So I couldn't come along, so I'm sorry about that for anyone that turned up. It's around 5:45 a.m. One thing for it, and you're more than welcome, everyone. Let's try and sort out one thing for it end the live stream. Not sure what is going on with that. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Peace.